Are you waiting on the Lord for something? Have you been waiting for a very long time? Does it seem like what He's been showing you is opposite of what you're seeing? Like, it's contrary to what He has been revealing to you? And do you find yourself doubting? Are your own thoughts getting in the way? The thoughts of others? Maybe even thoughts that are coming from the evil one? You see, faith isn't, it's not what we can see. It's not what's right in front of us. It's not what we can feel. It's in the unseen realm. And it's believing in something that we cannot yet see, but we have hope for. This hope that lies on this foundation of what we know in our hearts that God is speaking to us on behalf of, right? Everything is consistent with Him and His Word and what He's showing us, and we turn to His Word for answers, and we pray, and all that He gives us. It's all consistent, but what we can see isn't lining up, right? And here we are, we're still struggling, we're still waiting, we're still in that valley. We're still enduring, we're still persevering through the suffering, because we know that the promise awaits. We don't know when, but we know it's going to come. We know it's coming. We know it's there. And we live in this hope. We have this faith. And we stand on that, right? And that's what gets us through our hardships. And so the Lord has really, He's been putting Habakkuk in my heart. And honestly, bear with me because I do not know the right way to pronounce this name. Habakkuk. I don't know, okay? I can't say it. I bomb it every time. So, don't get caught up on that. Let's move forward. Okay, so I'm going to start in 2:1. So, okay. Actually, no. I am going to start just right here at 1:1. The prophecy that Habakkuk, the prophet, received. Habakkuk. Okay, listen, we're not even doing it. We're not. Habakkuk. Okay, that's what I got. That's what's coming to me. The prophecy that Habakkuk received, the prophet received. So it says his complaint. How long, Lord, must I call for help, but do you not listen? Or cry out to you, violence. And by the way, this is just the NIV version. I have this Women's Flourish Bible, and it has cool parts in it. I'm not a fan of the NIV, as it does leave out a lot of original content, I guess I would say. So yeah, this is just in short what, the verses are. So anyway, or cry out to you violence, but you do not save. Why do you make me look at injustice? Why do you tolerate wrongdoing? Destruction and violence are before me. There's strife and conflict abounds. Therefore, the law is paralyzed, and justice never prevails. The wicked hem in the righteous, so that justice is perverted. The Lord's answer, look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed, for I am going to do something in your days that you would not believe, even if you were told. I am raising up the Babylonians, that ruthless and impetuous people who sweep across the whole earth to seize dwellings not their own. They are a feared and dreaded people. They are a law to themselves and promote their own honor. Their horses are swifter than leopards, fiercer than wolves at dusk. Their cavalry gallops headlong. Their horsemen come from afar. They fly like an eagle, swooping to devour. They all come intent on violence. Their hordes advance like a desert wind and gather prisoners like sand. They mock kings and scoff at rulers. They laugh at all fortified cities. By building earthen ramps, they capture them. Then they sweep past like the wind and go on, guilty people whose own strength is their God. Habakkuk's second complaint. Lord, are you not from everlasting? My God, my Holy One, you will never die. You, Lord, have appointed them to execute judgment. You, my rock, have ordained them to punish you. Your eyes are too pure to look on evil. You cannot tolerate wrongdoing. Why then do you tolerate the treacherous? Why are you silent while the wicked swallow up those more righteous than themselves? You have made people like the fish in the sea, like the sea creatures that have no ruler. The wicked foe pulls all of them up with hooks. He catches them in his net. He gathers them up in his dragnet, and so he rejoices and is glad. Therefore he sacrifices to his net and burns incense to his dragnet. For by his net he lives in luxurious and enjoys the choicest food. Is he to keep on emptying his net, destroying nations without mercy? I will stand at watch and station myself on the ramparts. I will look to see what he will say to me and what answer I am to give to this complaint. And that was 2:1. Habakkuk 2:1. The Lord's answer. Then the Lord replied, write down the revelation and make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks to the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. See, the enemy is puffed up. His desires are not upright, but the righteous person will live by his faithfulness. Indeed, wine betrays him. He is arrogant and never at rest, because he is as greedy as the grave, and like death is never satisfied. He gathers to himself all the nations and takes captive all the peoples. Will not all of them taunt him with ridicule and scorn, saying, woe to him who piles up stolen goods and makes himself wealthy by extortion. How long must this go on? Will not your creditors suddenly arise? Will they not wake up and make you tremble? Then you will become their prey, because you have plundered many nations. The people who are left will plunder you, for you have shed human blood. You have destroyed lands and cities and everyone in them. Woe to him who builds his house by unjust gain, setting his nest on high to escape the clutches of ruin. You have plotted the ruin of many peoples, shaming your own house and forfeiting your life. The stones of the wall will cry out, and the beams of the woodwork will echo it. Woe to him who builds a city with bloodshed. Anyway, so, and then down here in the think about it, section, it highlights Habakkuk 2:4, and it says, when I meet someone, then I'll be happy. When I'm engaged, then I'll be happy. When I'm married, then I'll be happy. When I have children, then I'll be happy. When I get the promotion, then I'll be happy. When I ... right? When you live your life always looking for your happiness in that next thing, you miss out on enjoying all the good things that are part of the right now. Instead, be one of the righteous who lives by faith. Walk faithfully with God every day of your life and enjoy each gift he gives to you now. And that is so true, because it is in the here and now that often passes us by. It is in the here and now that may be a valley season, but in that valley, God is still speaking, and God is still showing us what we have to look forward to, what we have to be hopeful for, what we have to be expectant for, right? And so it's in these hard seasons, in these valley seasons, it's in the hardships of our life where God is often speaking so profoundly, because that is the time where we are humbled before him the most, because we're clinging to him like never before. We're relying on him to get us out. We're clinging to the hem of Jesus, the hem of his garment like never before, because we don't know any other way out but Jesus. We're listening like we wouldn't be listening if we were at the very top of the mountain. Sometimes it's in those valley moments where we hear him the most, because we get on that mountaintop high and we stop listening. He's always speaking, but we're not always listening. And it's keeping our eyes fixed on not just what's happening in the here and now, but what is to come, what God has, what promises he is going to fulfill, and what he is speaking now, and to stay hopeful and to stay in faith. Because if we didn't walk in faith, we wouldn't have anything to be hopeful for. We wouldn't have anything to look forward to. We wouldn't have anything to stand upon. We wouldn't have we wouldn't have a testimony. We wouldn't be a witness to anything, God is speaking. He's speaking right now, and he has a testimony for us, and we are to witness to that. And so hang on, even if the waiting seems to drag out longer than you think you have the strength to wait, because God is with you. He's with you, and he's giving you the strength that you need to endure through this tough season. Even when it feels like it's lingering far beyond what you ever anticipated, he's with you, and he's going to walk you through it.